Hey folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 Succession Synergy, and we are playing as the Buha over here. We're finishing up this war, and we are, well, really going to prep for the next one pretty damn fast, actually. I guess just go ahead and march through there, that's going to be fine. I would really like to finish off Madagascar here because it will help our trade node situation a lot. It doesn't really advance plan move towards the Western power so that we can Westernize. Although it's starting to hit that point of the game where, like, is it worth Westernizing at this point, or do we just keep going? That I don't know. I suppose it's going to depend quite a bit on when exactly we get there. But we'll see how it goes. You go bop that. And you can go and actually maybe start the siege of the capital, because it's just a level 1 capital fort, so that's going to be fine. So we're getting a little attrition here, but again, as soon as we pop one of these coastal forts, it's fine. It doesn't actually extend your supply ship reach, but as long as you're adjacent to your own occupied territory, you won't actually get any attrition ticks, so, unless I'm misremembering. So we got Arumba's horsey guarding our capital, right there. Gotta make sure that the capital is good and safe and guarded by a horse. Very, very key part of Europa Universalis. You might not be aware of that, but it's very important to keep, you know, your one horsey in your capital. Army, seen better days. I'll leave the prestige, that's fine. You're there. We actually probably don't need quite that many troops in there, but that's okay. And you move over this way. Actually, just end up there, and then we'll wait. Same thing here. You're already there. Okay. We might fight some rebels, or some natives. No. Okay. Yeah, and just wait. We need this fort to drop before we can go through this area. Oh, no, we can go now because of this one. Okay, excellent. I guess the capital fort doesn't count as a blocking fort. That's what I keep thinking of. Cottage industry. This would bring the merchant guild loyalty down to 30%, which I'm not really happy with. I do like the permanent production gain everywhere, though. Or here... Oh, yeah, this would actually give them too much influence. So either way, I'm going to have some issue with merchant guilds. So I'm going to take this one for the permanent base production boost. And so we have a disloyal estate. This gives them, yeah, so we're not going to do any of that. All right, it should be fine. We can invest in the technology. So I did not take the extra Diplo tech cost. So we can go ahead and... Is there a gain to doing it right now, or do we want to wait? Naval equipment manufacturing might be fine in places where we've got it. I don't think there's a reason to rush this. And in fact, I think if I do, it'll just add more unbalanced research, because it'll be 2 techs that are out of whack with this one. I think I can wait and just store up some Diplo power for now. Alright, cool. Except I'm going to keep hitting that gear forever. You're done that. Great. You can do this. You can do that. You can come in here. We'll obviously have to cross over there and then do that fort, which is what this guy is going to do after he finishes that. Cancel. Oh, because of the strait. We have to actually be in this province first. Yay! A bunch of cores just finished. How's our rebel factions? They are fine. We can do some conversion. Just barely. I don't even know if it's worth starting on that, because it's just going to lead to some unrest there. We're going to wait until some of the modifiers improve. You just go... No. Oh, you're blocking the... Okay. Like, it feels like they're blocking the strait, but these guys are parked. I didn't realize that they had ships way over here in the Red Sea. We still have this over here. There we go. So now we should be able to cross. You, go there. Excellent. You know, we're attacking into the mountains, straight crossing, well, maybe... Well, yeah. Oh, no, we do have 3 maneuver on this guy. Okay, he's not very, like, combative, but otherwise he's okay. You guys head there. We're going to make sure to give her a good combat leader over here. Oh, are you going to miss him? You are, actually. There, attack that way. That's going to be fine. And you're moving up. Okay, and you're going to do that. And I can really... Let me just split off those, and then split this off, and then grab the ones... that don't have a leader, and just move them down, say, here. Just cut back on the attrition. Battle done. We need to... Global settler increase for a little while. Yeah, it's only 40 ducks. We got that. It's only a few ducks. Alright, we'll get the rest of the coast. And again, we'll try to get a port over here so that we can... Oh, we're not getting any attrition right now, so we're okay. Good, 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 good. Ah, what? Why? Why can we westernize? Again, this is part of a trade company and territorial core. This is not adjacent. Territorial core. What? Where? Something here? Why can we westernize? Huh. I'm not sure. Because as far as I know, you can't westernize off a territorial core, which these are. None of my other neighbors suddenly became Western. Did they? No. Misread that. Okay. Tlemcen is Western. Oh, and this is us over here. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's what's happening. There must be a shared sea zone here. I mean, there is here, but again, that's a territorial core. I actually don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing. Do I hit the button? Is that going to F us up? Maybe you can do it on territorial cores that aren't part of a trade zone. Because I don't think Cape Verde here can be part of a trade zone. Maybe that's it. Maybe territorial cores are okay. I'm not sure. And maybe, I don't know. So we finished a core here, presumably, which meant that we were adjacent to a core non-trade node province. That must be it. Do I do it? We've still got 200 years left to the game. F it. I'm going to have to bounce back my stability here. We're making a fair number of PowerPoints. Alright. Started our westernizing efforts. Boost, boost, boost. I'm going to feel better doing that, especially during the westernizing process. And then we got to spend points on cores. We got to do all kinds of stuff. I have no idea if that was a right move. None whatsoever. But hey, it's going to be a fun move, and that's the thing that counts, right? How much are we paying right now for our tech differential? Central African, 65%. Yeah, that's still a pretty significant cost savings. With 200 years left? Yeah, okay, all right. I'm not worried about the westernizing. It's going to be expensive because of the amount of cores and shit that we have, but that's going to be all right. As long as nothing happens that just pauses the progress. We are fighting one light ship and some cogs, so that's going to be okay. Rebel Uprising. Wuhan Particularist. Ooh, you rose up real quick. Where are you? Buganda. Oh, these are like some of the old school ones. Buganda. All right, let's get you and stand over there and babysit that. We're almost out of manpower. So we're not going to go into war soon because we are going to be focusing completely on just babysitting our holdings here. I can start pulling back with more and more of these guys. And do some more babysitting here. Hopefully that's going to be okay walking through that wasteland. Let's definitely level up our military. That's probably been the case for a little bit now. Or can we wait? Well, the rebels always come in at our tech level, right? If the rebels always come in at our tech level, also, I don't know if it would pause if I was not so far behind anymore. I may as well just save this up for now. I mean, we may have to go up in level before we finish westernizing, because it's going to take a while. Not that long. I wonder if it's possible for us to not hit our cap before we westernize. Obviously, once we westernize, our cap will be 999, but it's not going to bring us down to 999. It'll just turn it golden colored or whatever to show us that we can't get any more points. I may as well save up now if I'm working towards that. Plus, there's going to be events. We'll have to burn through some points and stuff, so I'll be actually happy that we've got it. Which does mean we're going to delay our war against Songhai and Mali. Because I want to make sure that things don't go totally cray-cray. I may go and declare a war over here, though, because this should be pretty easy. And with that in mind, let me go and move my cogs down to there. You guys are still in decent shape? Yeah, you're fine. Good, because you're going to have to fight some more ships. They'll be mostly broken, but you will have to fight them. Anything here? We don't need quite this many dudes. So why don't you go and hang out over there. Alright, back up to speed 3. Westernizing. We can't westernize when we're overextended either. Maybe that was it. Maybe we would have been able to... I'm betting it's this little spit of land being adjacent to here. And it's just finishing the core and not be coring or overextended or whatever that let it go. Well, let's see. You're rebuilding a little bit there. That's going to be okay. Yeah, we're not going to lose progress. We always are going to take the decision that does not lose westernizing progress. No matter how much it hurts. Ooh, there we go. Excellent, which frees up a colonist, which... rather than overextend, because our money situation is a little bit more hurty right now, I'm just going to go and send it to one of the other colonies that had been started. It does free up another dude here, who will have join up over up there. Okay. Still losing a fair amount of cash. We do have that expensive advisor, of course, which is part of it. Come on, tick, 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 tick. Yeah, you get the full +5, and then 1 from the siege leader. It's hard to get anything much better than that. Here I'm just sort of blocking some movement. Yeah, because of the port they could be able to move, but which actually we'd be okay with. Lax cores. Bam. And whoa, that is a lot of rebels down there. I wonder actually. Damn, it's annoying. This is the same group of rebels I was babysitting for over here. All right, that's fine. I wonder if it might be worth spending a little bit of military power. Oh, I can't move the horsies. To stop some of the rebellions. I don't know. Detach a siege. Send more dudes down here. Portugal no longer considers France a rival. Announce Mali as the rival. And vice versa. Won this siege. Excellent. So go and stomp that. Okay. Oh, we still need to take their capital, so I will wait a little bit longer for that to happen. Yes, the Cape Cane under there. That's fine. Doesn't give them anything instantly, which is okay. It's not like separatists or whatever. Songhai. Oh, yeah. I probably could have... I think we've got claims on you, so it's okay. Yeah, we do, because it would cost 40. So clearly we have 1 on you already. I should almost hit that button just to get it to stop bugging me. It's going to take so long. Yeah, I'll just hold off. All the cannons can go down here. I don't know if they'll arrive at a relevant time, but you may as well try. Actually, the siege leader could go down there as well. I'm actually surprised that didn't go yet. Oh! Haha! Asking you shall receive. Okay. So what can we do? Obviously, we're not going to be able to take and core all this stuff. Is there any chance I could vassalize? I don't have a diplomat. One must be coming home, though. Or not? Let's get the other coastal province. No, stop building a spy network. It's going to be fine. And you can stop building a spy network because there's literally nothing else to grab over here. And there, I actually can't do anything with you yet until I take that province. And you still don't have an ally, so that's actually going to be really tempting to do. I should actually declare war on them right now. What else was I going to do with the diplomat? Oh, Oh, negotiate for peace. I'm already thinking about my next war declaration. It's like, you know what is also good? Peace. Overrated. Let's negotiate this, and then we'll figure out what, you know, I don't know, aggressive expansion is doing for us. Alright, way too big to vassalize, as expected. Ajuran as well, way too big to vassalize, certainly. We could vassalize Mogadishu. The problem is I can't negotiate with Mogadishu directly, so that's really unpleasant. I don't think it's worth vassalizing them, then. It's probably just worth taking some land. So, let's figure out what we can take from Ajuran over here. So, we want more coastal provinces. Something like that. And that would bring us to here. Now, that brings us to 51% overextension, which is fine. Some coalition talk over here, but that's not particularly concerning. So, what I could do over here is negotiate... I won't be able to court right away, will I? Oh, no, okay, it's fine. How much? Wow, that province is freaking valuable. So if we just grab 3 coastal provinces over here, which, you know, force limit and lots of good things with trade. Let's take a look real quick at this province, see if it's worth taking. I mean, it's cheap, which is good and fine, but it's got nothing else special going on. And I can't start coring that one right away, whereas I can these. So I'm just going to take these 3 off the coast. I'm going to get war reparations, all your money, and annul your treaties with... ooh, the Mamluks is interesting. But Ajuran's still going to be there, so annul your treaties with Ajuran. There we go. So I'll take that. That's going to be fine. Boom. Alright. Then, no diplomats. Start coring. Navy's attacking the Red Sea. Oh. Indeed it is. Diplomat is home. Super peace. Take everything along the coast. And take your money. I don't care about that. Give me war reparations as well. That's going to be okay. We could take a little bit more land, but we've taken all the important land, and we're going to get a little bit more money, which is going to help us out with what's coming up. Boom. I should have actually checked to see if this was shrinking anyone small enough to vassalize in the future. All right, not quite enough points for everything. What is this? You can upgrade your government rank. I will gain prestige. Cultural Union of Great Lakes. Do I want to do this before, after, whatever I westernize? I think so. I think it's fine to go now. Still progressing. We're making enough points in all categories that we're not going to run out of anything. Sure. It's going to bring us up to, well, 100 prestige. Overkill it by 1, but that's okay. Gives us the Cultural Union, which will help. If we take a look over here at our culture, there's a lot of cultures that are currently not really accepted or primary or whatever. I don't know how many of them are going to come in. It'd be nice to get, like, a count of provinces. Okay, that's a lot. Fuck it, let's do it. It's like when you have a decision that you can change your government, you know, change your country name. You always hit that, because it's cool. So I'm going to hit this, because it's cool. It's still long, but not quite as much. I think all the yellow ones have gone green, which is good. Yes, locking cores, that's still a thing. We're going to wait on that. Disloyal things, exiled armies. But yeah, we're okay. So we're just going to go down here and do a little bit of rebel busting. I do want to do this. I think the Greater Rush is probably taking out the one country that is completely alone. I don't have to cancel anything weird. So, it's 35k. I think I gotta use everyone I've got down there. I can make states. Oh! Oh, that's another advantage of becoming an empire. Right. Where would that be? Over here. So I can have 20 states, and I've got 15 right now. Ooh, so what would we prioritize? Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to take time to look at that. So I'm not going to go and click any of those buttons right away. Left the horses behind. Good stuff. So yeah, we'll just go bop those rebels before they do too much trouble for us. Florida declares war on Portugal for colonial independence. Nice. Good for them. So, we're still making 6 points of admin per month right now, which is alright. Rid out corruption. We're paying a lot to just combat the fact that we are, well, overextended is part of it. The imbalanced research. I mean, the overextension will go away. Currency inflation goes down by itself. Ooh. I mean, these are all pretty good. Where's Borno, I guess is the question. Are you part of a state? Oh, there it is. You're not part of an estate, so everything is fine. I'll probably give you the tax just so that you're focused on a particular thing. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of it right now because of the mismatch anyway. But if I give you to an estate, like if I give you to a clergy estate, then that's going to work out okay. I don't remember. If you add something to a clergy estate, does it increase the rate of conversion? Oh, territorial core. Right. Are my states okay with the amount of land they've got? Yes, they are. Okay, you should be okay when you arrive there. Why would they lie when we have the best offers? Still moving down. I mean, I don't think we need an overwhelming force to defeat those guys. Let's actually pull back a bit here. I don't want my little stacks to walk through bad territory. Because these guys might move down here in a second and then... What's the territory like over here, actually? Steppes, so we got no defensive bonus regardless. Make states, we got the technology, the cores we got to wait on, the religious conversion. Oh, Great Karoo will be able to convert afterwards. Okay, well, I think we're going to put a cut in here. Next up, I still want to take out Oyo, this other little guy, the rest of Madagascar. That's going to be really good for us. But we're going to keep working on our westernizing, which is progressing. June 27th, or 1627th is what I mean, but 27, I think we're going to be all right. Cool. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.